Welcome to this tutorial called Using Blendspace to Make Your Web Quest Come Alive. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the Blendspace web page, which is blendspace.com, and you guys are going to sign up for an account. After you sign up for your account, you're going to hit in login, and the cool thing about this is you could log in with your Google account. So I'm going to use my HVRSD account. I'm going to allow access because it's just saying you can work offline through your Google Docs.
Once you're on kind of your home page here in Blendspace, you can start creating a new web quest for your students by clicking the green button that says New Lesson. And when you do that, it's going to bring you to the lesson creation page with a little pop-up that asks you to title your lesson. And today we're going to make just a quick version called Darwin's Theory of Evolution. With your title in, you can click OK and then start building the web quest.
Let's get a little familiar with the Blendspace interface. First, up at the top, you can link standards, there's templates, themes, you can print it out. But the major piece that is very cool about this site is how much you could work within the Blendspace platform. So over here on the right we're able to search YouTube videos, we could search Google, there's several other sites that we could look at, but the most important one that we will probably use frequently is the Google Drive. So these are our tools that we're going to use. We could view these right in the Blendspace interface, so everything is very convenient, very handy.
So a good first step when building a web quest is to create a document, just a Word document that kind of outlines the questions that you want the students to answer, sort of as a guide for the quest. Once you create that document, you're going to add it to your Google Drive so that when you click over here, Insert from Google Drive, you can directly import it from the drive into the web quest itself. So we've already created that document. We're going to click on Insert from Google Drive. Here's our document. You simply click, drag, drop it in the box you want, and now that document is ready to be clicked and viewed by the students.
So what we've done is we created a document that we are going to use as our nesting spot for all our questions. So you might want to enter a label, web quest questions, and that way that will let the students know that this is the form that they're going to fill out. These are the questions that they have to answer. Let's quickly show you what the web quest looks like. You just double click on it and you can take a look at it. Here I have a copy of the Blendspace link that you can put at the top so they could get to this web quest. And then what I did is I made a whole bunch of questions that I want them to answer. And eventually, once we get all the sites and all the places that we want them to acquire this information, we could put that in front of the question so they know what question goes with each site.
Once that document is in there, you can start adding into the other boxes all the different elements you want your students to view. One of the best options is to add a YouTube video you want them to watch. YouTube is one of the little menu bar tools over here. You click it and you can search directly in the Blendspace website. We're going to look for a video called Darwin's Dangerous Idea, and if you search, you get all the different YouTube search options right here. Again, it's just a simple drag and drop into the box you want, and now that video is viewable to the students in the web in the Blendspace.
So if you want to check understanding of the video that they watched and you really didn't want them to have to put those answers on the web quest itself, what you could do is you can add a quiz. And here you might ask, what was Darwin's profession? And you can put some answers down here. He's a farmer. He was a doctor. We're going to add another answer. Don't want to make it too easy. He was a naturalist. Make sure that you click the correct answer and then hit done, and there is our quiz.
You can also include images that you want the students to view by clicking on the Search Google tab. We'll do a search for Darwin's finches. It'll bring up a bunch of different options. You can choose images or web. We're going to go with images this time. This looks like a good one. Drag it over, and then that's the fourth thing that the students will view.
So now you get the basic gist about how to add web parts to your web quest. The last thing that you might want to do is give them some directions or due dates. If you want, you can just put it into a new box and start typing web quest parts 1 through 4 due Wednesday. Whole web quest due Friday. Just so that they know when everything is due, you could hit done, and that will also be in there, and you could add a label to each of these just by clicking on the top, and we'll label this schedule.
So now that we've completed kind of our miniature version of the web quest, or whenever you finish your first version, the final step is to click on the share button up at the top right hand corner. This will give you a link that will direct anyone who clicks the link to the web quest you just created. You can email this.
We hope that you enjoyed this mini tutorial on Blendspace, how to make your web quest come alive. Blendspace is a great tool. Feel free to use it for any of your web quests. And if you have any questions, feel free to email or post a message below.